This video is going to be on how to read topographical maps and how to find water in case of an emergency. This is what's known as a topographical map. You may or may not know how to read these. If you know how already, just scroll past this video, it's fine. If you don't, I'll explain everything right now. Each one of these lines represent a different height and elevation. When it gets to a spot like that, where it circles, that's the top of a peak. When you have really tight lines together like that, that means that it's really steep. Each darker line represents a specific height number, like say every 500 feet it looks like. In case there is an emergency, you may have to use a map like this and an old school compass to find your way around. So it wouldn't be a bad idea if you had a map like this laminated in your bug out bag ready to go. You can download all of these maps free on Google, and you can print them out yourself and laminate them yourself. And if not, it's still pretty cheap to do that at Kinko's or something like that. Anyways, moving on. Now, to find water, this is just a generalized rule, and this only applies to people that live in this continent. As a typical rule, mountains typically run north and south, whereas water sources run east and west. There is always an exception to the rule. However, most mountain ranges and most rivers and lakes follow this rule. So if you're wanting to find water, the quickest way to do it would be to travel north or south. It doesn't really matter, just travel in either one of those directions. However, keep in mind, the lower in elevation you are, if you get into the lower grass savanna areas, the farther north and south you're going to have to travel before you find a water source, and it might mean life and death. Just as a generalized rule, I would include traveling upwards in elevation as part of your escape plan. Try to travel up higher into the mountains. There's typically more water in the mountains. So yeah, download this video, put it on your phone, might save your life one day.